All right, folks, today we're going to talk about the Italian BM59 bayonet. It's an M4 style bayonet designed for the BM59 rifle. If that interests you, by all means, stick around. All right, everybody, welcome back to Free America. In today's video, we're delving into the Italian BM59 bayonet, which is actually an M4 bayonet that was designed for the BM59. It is a great example of the high quality of Italian military craftsmanship. So in this video, we'll talk about the history and development of the M4 for the BM59. We'll take close-up looks at all of its features. We'll look at how it compares to a couple of other bayonets in its family. And of course, I'll show you a bunch of cool photographs of Italian troops with their BM59s and bayonets. Plus, I'll throw in some gratuitous gun porn about my BM59s and M2 carbines. So, the BM59 bayonet, which is an M4 derivative, was designed specifically for the BM59 instead of the bayonet that was designed for the M1 Garand. So, let's take a quick look at it here. You can see it's nicely parkerized. It has this really interesting brown Bakelite kind of furniture, right? So this one is marked. Let me see if I can get that. Come on, you could do it. It's marked star over AEP over 1966. AEP is Arsenale Esercito Piacenza, or the Army Arsenal in Piacenza, Italy. So AEP also made M1 Garand bayonets. This one bears the serial number F102497. So, like I said, these brown Bakelite scales are standard. They're pretty common on these bayonets. You'll also see them in black. It is grooved, 8 grooves from top to bottom. The Bakelite handle is in contact with the steel of the pommel and the guard. And the screws are flat tip, right? And they're screwed into these escutcheons on the back. Interestingly, I don't know if you can see it in the video, the screws and the locks, the bayonet locks on the pommel, are blued. Everything else is parkerized. So that's pretty interesting. And this one does not appear to have been worn very much from being inserted and removed from the scabbard, which I think is a testament to the quality of the parkerized finish. The blade is your standard M3 fighting knife, all the way through M7 bayonet shape, right? With a false edge. Now, these edges are not sharp, right? It's pretty damn dull, actually. So it's clear to me that these knives were not intended to be used as a field knife, not with an edge like this. Otherwise, then maybe they had them sharpen them, which I doubt, right? So the scabbard is an Italian-made version of the M8A1, It's actually an Italian-made version of the M8, not the A1. The A1 has the wire hanger on top. The M8 does not. This one is not marked. It's spray painted or gel coated in olive green, and as you can see, the khaki portion of the hanger has also been oversprayed with the green paint. So I'm going to show you an M4 for comparison. All right, so here we have an M4. The first major difference that I notice between these knives, of course, is the handle, right? This is the leather handle, and it's got dark brown plastic top and bottom. The next thing you'll notice, of course, is the size of the muzzle ring. And you'll see in the photographs of the BM59s why they have a huge muzzle ring like that. Because they have a great big muzzle compensator slash grenade launcher attachment. So this one actually has an early M8 A1 scabbard. It was an A1 scabbard, right? Somebody cut this and took the wire hanger off. The interesting part is, of course, let me see if I can show you these markings. It does say US M8 A1, and this is a BM company. Very early M8 A1, it does not have the steel tip. And you'll notice that the Italian version also does not have a steel tip. So also for comparison, oh, let me point out real quick, some of you are going to get a kick out of this. This knife, I don't know if you can see the markings on it. No, you can't because they're on the other side. And I hope you can hear my turkeys in the background. They're soon ready for freezer camp. It says KIF, Japan. This is a post-war Japanese-made M1 carbine slash M4 bayonet. So also, this thing won't even fit in the frame. I have an M1 Garand bayonet. So because the BM59 is a derivative of the M1 Garand, right? Now, don't get too excited about the pristine condition of this bayonet, because in fact it is a Chinese fake, right? Every once in a while you need to have a cheap Chinese fake that you can have on display and you won't be brokenhearted if you lose it, right? Again, so I don't know if I can get that in here. The big difference is the size of the muzzle rings. Look at that. Pretty amazing, huh? All right, well, I'm going to show some photographs here of Italian troops with these bayonets, and like I said, I'm going to include some photographs of my old BM59s. Way back in the day, I was in the gun business, and I had a couple of BM59s that were both select fire. I wish I still had them, right? just like all the other cool guns I've had. You know, unfortunately, I was not in the gun keeping business. I was in the gun selling business. So, and you'll also see a couple of pictures of my M2 carbine with the most pristine, beautiful M4 bayonet I ever owned in the picture. So here you go. All right, folks, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to give me a like. You can share this with your friends. And also, if this is the kind of content that you enjoy, then by all means, please subscribe. I'll have plenty more military knife and bayonet videos coming soon, as well as more of the helmet videos. So, if you hit the bell, ding, then you'll get notified every time I upload something, which frankly, guys, is not all the time. I'm not in the YouTube business. I just do this because I'm interested in these weapons. So thanks again for joining me here in Free America. God bless America.